Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. I do have the privilege of serving as the Executive Director of the Women's Business Center of Northern Virginia, as well as Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors for the Association of Women's Business Centers. The AWBC is a not-for-profit organization representing women's business centers and those that we serve. It was founded 10 years ago to support entrepreneurial development among women as a means to achieve self-sufficiency and to create wealth through education, training, counseling, mentoring, technical assistance, and financing opportunities. My remarks today will summarize our more complete written testimony, which I understand will be entered into the official record, and I will focus on three main points. Point one, recognition of the significant improvement in the WBC program in the past 18 months. We're grateful for the wisdom and support of leaders in the House and the Senate for securing our permanent funding in 2007. Now that WBC directors no longer have to worry about the very existence of their centers, they are concentrating on better serving their clients and growing their programs. WBCs have had a remarkable record of achievement over the past 20 years. Across the country, we annually provide entrepreneurial training, technical assistance, and counseling to over 150,000 clients, including a significant number that are minority and socially disadvantaged. For example, here in Northern Virginia, fully 25% of my client base is low-income women. How have we done with the SBA's annual $13.5 million investment in the WBC program? Research from the National Women's Business Council found that there has been an extraordinary 14-to-1 return on investment. There has been significant improvement in our relationship with the SBA, in particular with the Office of Women's Business Ownership. We are now working on issues as partners and continue to address in a much more communicative and much less adversarial manner the ongoing management of the program. Point two, planning for the future and the need to improve current operational challenges. We look forward to establishing relationships with the newly appointed SBA personnel to deal with some of our current operational challenges and to plan for future improvements. At present, we're having a difficult time fulfilling the growing demand for our services in the face of significant cuts in the per-center program budget. Annual allocations have fallen from an average of $150,000 per center per year to between $80,000 and $100,000. For example, my center has a total budget of less than $300,000. We're dealing with a 25% cut from the SBA this year, yet we have trained and counseled over 1,000 clients in the last 3 months, a 14% increase from a year ago. We are concerned that there has not been consistency in the way funding allocations have been made to WBCs nationwide, nor has there been sufficient transparency. We believe that all awards should be made public, and we recommend that the funding level should consistently average $150,000 per center per year. We therefore request a full appropriation of $17,100,000 to fund our centers. Secondly, the AWBC feels that a comprehensive system to evaluate, improve, and actually certify women's business centers should be developed. This would include training for new and underperforming centers, benchmarking, and sharing best practices. We recommend an additional appropriation of $500,000 so that such a certification model could be developed and tested. And third, while there has been significant improvement in the speed with which grant monies are dispersed through automated drawdowns, the overall administrative burden remains high and continues to need further review. Point three, the current economic crisis and the vital role of WBCs in our nation's economic recovery. Women's business centers are on the front line of the economic crisis. We are seeing more and more clients coming through our doors who have been downsized, pink-slipped, or who are underemployed and looking for ways to put their economic futures in their own hands. WBC directors are also reporting greater desperation among our clients. We are ready, willing, able, and are already serving as a source of information and inspiration to these clients. One of my award-winning clients reports to me, "The current economic situation is having a significant negative impact on my business. From 2004 to 6, my company saw 125% plus sales growth from year to year. In 2008, however, total sales revenue dropped 40%. The significant decline in sales puts a lot of pressure on my company to implement severe cost-cutting measures, delay introduction of new products, and resist the introduction of new technologies." The director of the Women's Business Center in Indiana wrote to me, "Some folks seem simply desperate and they just don't know what else to do, so they're looking at creating their own jobs. Several people expect to put a business plan together over the weekend. When I tell them to expect more like 6 months, they seem to get more depressed." And the director of the Women's Business Center in San Francisco echoed many when she wrote to me, "We are seeing more and more people who are already in business coming to us to help them find ways to survive." Many women's business centers have responded with innovative strategies such as providing incubator offices, day-to-day workspaces, low-cost meeting room and conference room rentals, and increasing access to our computer labs, responding to increased interest in peer support and networking gatherings, providing more skill-specific just-in-time and distance learning training, designing and offering new classes such as how to recession-proof your business, marketing on a shoestring budget, building alliances and partnerships to stay ahead in tough times. Another innovative example is the Women's Business Center in West Virginia, which has been working with partners to hold events in shopping malls where up to 30,000 visitors per weekend learn low-cost ways to make money through direct sales businesses. While we're being innovative and responsive, the key challenge at the present time is to increase the flow of capital to our clients, not just those seeking to start a business, but especially to our clients who are already in business. Capital has dried up and our clients are suffering. Within my own parent company, the Community Business Partnership, our Business Finance Center has gotten only one SOHO loan approved since October 1st, whereas a year ago, 16 loans were approved in the same 4-month cycle.